Hey there, I just wanted to shoot a video right now. Just dropped off my son David at school. He's getting so big, super excited to see him just kind of grow and see his path and journey, and it's just an amazing time. I'm off to work now, off to the office, gonna get ready for 2 appointments early in the morning. One's a phone call with a potential vendor, basically just talking about marketing. So we're gonna do a little session there about marketing. I'm excited about that. Yesterday I also received some information about how to generate more buyer leads, so that's awesome. Later on this afternoon, I'm also looking at an appointment, and that appointment's to sell somebody's house. They want to get it sold. They know that we have 20,000 buyers in our database, and I have an appointment there. I think it's right around 1 o'clock. I got to double check, but I got everything printed out at the office. I've got a few hours to prepare for that. We've got a closing that's getting ready today, so we got that to take care of, and just basically getting ready for the 1 p.m. So I got also I have an appointment at 10 o'clock for an interview for a job position on our real estate team. That would be a real estate agent, one of our outside sales agents, where I'll provide them all the leads and appointments. He's new in the business. Looking forward to that. That's at 10. And let's see what happens today. I'm looking forward to it. Pressing in right now, relying on God and His strength to pull me through. He gets all the glory. I love Him. This morning, I woke up about 5:30. Woke up about 5:30 today. And today I just jumped into the Word, and I just started reading my devotional and reading some scriptures. The book of Daniel 10:1, which is just awesome, just mind-blowing. I was just like, wow, super wow, like wow, Daniel 10:1. Yeah, and then that led to some other things, other scriptures, Ephesians, and just super pumped on what I read today, and just spending time with Jesus. So now I'm off to the office, and it's a little overcast today. They may even say some potential rain. Yesterday it was weird because it was very humid. It did sprinkle a bit. We're entering into fall, and I think we're going to start seeing some cooling down a little bit. As far as the real estate market, we're once we hit October, it dips down a little bit, but homes are still selling out there. Don't get in a panic. The main thing is that just really heavy on marketing is super important. So we do a lot of advertising, and it's got to be good advertising. It's got to compel people, and that's what I do. I really spend a lot of time on working on our ads to generate the buyer prospects. So I've got that stuff going on today too as well. I'll work on that from probably right around 11 to 1 o'clock, right before my appointment, and then I got to take off. And then after that, the appointment could last, 15 minutes, and it could last 3-4 hours. So it just really depends, how it goes. But, we'll see what happens. But I've carved out to about 3:30 or so, 4 o'clock for the appointment. So that way, by the time I get back to the office, I can work on probably some follow-up calls. We've definitely got to follow up on a couple buyers that we're working with right now. The thing is that the buyers right now that we're working on, they're calling in on a lot of our listings. So we've got an overflow right now that we're just getting back to everybody, and it takes a lot of calling to get these people on the phone. So we're going to be doing that today. Super excited about it. I feel pumped. Today's Friday. My wife's birthday is tomorrow. Today's the 27th. My wife's birthday is tomorrow. And we're going to go out to dinner tonight. She's probably going to go out with the girls. I'm going to hang out at home with my son. Trying to get him to go catch a movie. We'll see. Talk to you guys later. Bye. So I'm over here at the office. It's crazy. They put in a Starbucks right next to us, and we got people that come in for Starbucks every morning. Wow, and they got a line. So if you're a manager and your employees are late, they're probably at line at Starbucks. But anyways, the office, gonna get ready. Man, that Starbucks line was long out there. You got people driving in, racing into Starbucks this morning. You got to be careful on that parking lot. So yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm here. I've got an appointment coming up right now. It's a telephone appointment, and we're going to go over marketing and strategies on how to generate more buyer leads for all of our listings. There's many times where we have so many buyers. We have right now over 20,000 buyers in our database. So we've got a lot of buyers. We don't have all the buyers. I mean, we don't have every single one of them, but we do have a lot, and we're just looking to get more, so that way as we get homes ready for the market and getting ready for these new listings, we start pre-marketing to these buyers that we have in our database to create more demand for your property. But yeah, I'm just here at the office. We're gonna get settled in, get ready for this appointment, and then I also have that interview. There's Night of Terror that's coming up, and it's a live production maze. It's rated #1 in Los Angeles, and it's gonna go down. It's gonna happen. There's 3 nights of the maze. The 3 nights are, you could go to gotonightofterror.com. So gotonightofterror.com, October 25th through the 27th. So okay, it's Friday here. It's 8:56. I'm getting ready for my 9 o'clock telephone appointment. It's going to be calling me any minute right now, where we're going to strategize on actually how to convert more buyer and seller prospects to these face-to-face appointments. We generate an overflow of prospects, and we have so many prospects that we're reaching out to these outside vendors to help us reach more buyers and as well as sellers. We got a database of 20,000 people. So we're going to be talking about that. That's going to be run from 9 to 10 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, I have an interview with a newly licensed agent. He's been in the business for about a year or so, and he just really wants to take his business to the next level. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm super excited about that. I'm going to share them exactly what we do, step by step, all the leads, all the ads, how we do it inside and out, and then show him how we could just transform his life. I mean, create a lifestyle freedom out of this business, right? And then also how we actually help customers, how we help our clients, how we go the second mile and help them and put them first above everything to make their dreams come true. That's a mission. That's our mission statement. Make their dreams a reality. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with them. And then at 1 o'clock after that, I'm going to actually be meeting with a client in Anaheim, talking about putting his house on the market, where he's called us and he wants to just sell it fast. So he wants it instant, fast sold. So if you're a buyer thinking about buying a house and you want to get priority access where you can beat out other buyers to the best new listings, give us a call, 252-7889. That's area code 562-252-7889. Expiration date on the loan approval, October 15th. And just knowing it's Friday, it's a condo, there's just going to be, it's going to be a very, it just, when you start counting the days, it's going to just cause my client and their family, it's going to be a big mess, and I don't want them to go through that. I'm tired of people making these promises and they can't deliver, so I just do a thorough job on there. What I did is I talked to the agent's lender, the buyer's lender, and I've been doing this long enough where I know how to get the right information out of them, so that way I could prevent a major disaster, right? Hassles, problems. And I just very clear, like, it has nothing to do with the buyer. More than anything, it's just with the financing and the lender. The lender cannot be able to perform, and I'm not going to do that to my client. My clients are family, and I'm not going to do that to any family member out there. So it's not about a commission, it's not about a deal, it's not anything like that. It's about putting people first and doing what's right. And that's what I had to do right there. I actually had to turn down an offer. My client was perfectly fine with it, but after I've let them know that these are problems, this is a big potential problem, they understand. We'll get the next one. So right now I'm just getting ready for the 1 o'clock appointment, and I'm just getting, running some comps, some comparables, just checking out what the value is on the property, just so I have a really good picture of what the surrounding area is like. I've been doing this for, running comps since 1996. I've comped out, priced out thousands of properties, so I'm pretty good at this. I could almost do it in my sleep, half sleep, right? So I've done so many times where I've done several of these things a day, and you just get really good at it. You can just really get a gut instinct of what the value is. Now of course, without seeing the property, you can't see the home, you can't figure out the value is. And that's the problem with a lot of these automation type systems out there, like Zillow, and where they automate the value. Well, that's only as good as what the predictions are from the surrounding comparables. It's not taking into consideration what the environment is like, not just inside but outside the environment of the home. And that's something that Zillow and these online systems out there that give you valuations, they cannot predict it. So getting the proper evaluation is critical for your success, and not rushing through this. You definitely want to meet with the realtor, but I think Zillow might be a good area to start off with. But by all means, you really want to find an agent that you can really trust on and value with this process here. By going around just asking people what they think it's worth, you can be swayed just so easily and maybe not agree, and then you find it hard to trust and something like that. So find somebody that you can really trust about putting your home on the market, somebody that has a marketing program, systems in places to generate buyers. Maybe they should already have buyers lined up for your home. They should have a database of these buyers. That's designed to create more demand on your property. And if they don't, then they got to depend on all the other agents in the area. And a lot of these agents, like myself, we got a lot of loyal buyers, so they become very loyal to us. And my job is to sell my clients' homes. But if you can't find an agent, then in your area, just give me a call. I have a network of agents across the country that have similar systems as what I do, like very similar, down to how we generate leads, how we generate so many buyers for our listings, how do we close, how we manage customer service. We have the same exact systems across the country, and I could certainly share that with you. Matter of fact, they just referred out a client that we sold their house right here in Ontario, California. Sold it for roughly a little over $12,000, I think $10,000 more than he was ever expecting. The original offer came in at $450,000. We got it to go up to $460,000, $470,000, $475,000, and we finished it off at $485,000. So we closed perfect closing. Loved it. He was happy. I'm happy. It makes me happy, see my clients happy. And then the best thing about it is, last week he went out to Idaho. He asked me if I have any references in Idaho, and I said absolutely. Put him in contact with the top producing agent out there. Great people out there. I know everybody, like in all these different states. I network with them a few times a year. So he went out there to Idaho, put an offer, got it accepted. He's coming back to California, pick up his stuff, and he's going to be moving out to Idaho. Then after that, Tennessee. So just things like that, just finding the right people that can actually help you in this home buying process or selling process is essential. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just working on some comparables, and again, it's just going to give me a very good idea of what to expect when I get down there as far as value ranges and stuff like that. But I could actually be off by doing this about $50,000, and that's really what Zillow could be off. They could be off by $50,000, not completely all the time, but I've seen it. I've seen it been off by $10,000, $20,000, and if you're off by let's say $10,000 on your price of your home, you're probably just going to get a bunch of looky-loos people with no offers. So just as little as $10,000 over list price can really delay your closings, delay everything like that. So it's essential that you have it priced right from the very beginning. And I've done so many pricing scenarios, thousands of these things since 1996. I got a pretty good feel for it. I got a really good feel for it. And just because I've done this, thousands of times does not guarantee it. You still have to go out there. You still have to take a look at it. And you know, if you're looking to sell your house anywhere in the state of California, we will give you a 1%, okay, listing fee. It's a flat fee. We do flat fees if it's not a full service. If you want to just help, I could help you do this stuff right online. I could show you the comps, and that way we could work together to come up with your price. But I would encourage that. If you're not local, you're going to get my advice, and I've done this for countless others, and we sell them quickly, fast, quick, you know, no hassles. We put it into the MLS. We advertise it in all these major different websites, Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, and then plus other agents know it's one of our listings, and they pay top attention to these top producing agents like myself, right? Because they know it's just going to sell quickly, and they know it's going to be a failed safe transaction, because I've coached our agents and our clients, you know, what to do, how to prepare for it, so that way we have a smooth on-time closing. Plus, we have a guaranteed sales program. If you're looking to buy one of our listings, we'll buy your home for cash. If you're looking just for a cash offer on your property, we do cash offers. We'll put a cash offer on your property, no commission. Or if you just want to do a flat fee listing agreement, we do that as well. Plus, you also do, we do throw in some of our advanced marketing material on that to drive in more buyers for you. So we're just not going to just put into the MLS. We're going to drive the traffic to your home to create more demand. So I'm going to finish up on this comparable right now. You know, right now it's looking right around 597 to 625, but there's a high comp in the area for almost $700,000. And I'm going to be taking a quick look at this, very thorough, going through the comps, getting ready for the appointment, and that way when I go out there I got a pretty good idea. I mean, I've done this, you know, thousands of times. I know pricing very, very well. And again, if you're not local and if you're out in California somewhere, we're licensed in the state of California. We could do a flat fee to get your home on the market, so that way you avoid paying. I mean, you're going to save thousands of dollars. The last person that did this, we saved them $15,000. Okay, so we could save you lots of money by doing this. We do a flat fee. If you're interested, just give us a call. Toll-free number is 888-308-4947. All right, so far it's looking pretty good. So in this market, there's actually no active listings, so demand could be a little bit more, just depending on the condition. You know, when there's no supply, then it's good. However, when there's no supply, and if somebody overprices their home in the area and puts it on way over market, you know, because you know they put it on too high, so that's something that you want to avoid. You can actually get more money when you price it right. So right now we have no active, no pending, nothing under contract, in escrow. You know, within the market that we're looking at right now, we've got about 8 houses that have sold in the last 6 months. So it's not a heavy market where I'm going into. Doesn't look like there's been a lot of turnover, a lot of sales going on. Looking at the aerial picture though, and I do that, I like doing that. Looking at the aerial picture, and one of the neighbors, you can tell it's, you know, got a lot of debris laying around the home, so that could hinder somebody's price quite a bit. The neighbors, you really have to, you know, maybe even work with them to get it, you know, help them clean it up and get rid of some of that debris. So if you could work with your neighbors to help them, you know, mow them lawns and get the yards in, you know, better condition, water, things like that. And if they're tenants, you may have to talk to the tenants or the landlord. So that way, people look not just at the house, but also the neighborhood. And that's why it takes a professional going down there to really point these things out to you. Because sometimes we just get used to it. You know, when we live in a home for such a long time, we just get used to what we have. I mean, I do, you know, and I see what happens, you know, when you buy a home, it's all nice and new, and then after that it kind of... Hello? Hi, Juanita? Yes, how you doing? You're okay. Good, good. Yeah, just been quite busy, the summer months. It's real hot this year and we're just kind of it's cooling down though today. Lexington. Okay. So is there somebody you have it rented out right now? There's tenants that are living there? Yeah, sure. Did you want me to do any research for you on the Lexington property for you? Yeah, what's the address? Okay. Yep. Sure. When's a good time for me to follow up with you? Okay, Juanita. I'll follow up with you. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye. Good morning, Jay. How you doing? Good, good. Very well. Hey, I got a home here that I was talking to my client. I'm just trying to figure out what happened here. Unfortunately, I just talked to this client right here. Been talking to her for a while, and I really couldn't, to be honest, I couldn't really tell what she was trying to explain. I'm not even sure she's fully aware of what took place on her property. She owns a couple different homes, and on this one right here, she acquired it back in 1992. There was a deed that was transferred in 97, and in 98 it was transferred to a corporation, and then from the corporation in 99 it was sold. So it transferred from two corporations in 98, and then 1999 it was sold, and now the property's in a trust. Kind of, I'm gonna just look into it for her to see what's going on with it, see if there's anything I could do to give her any type of an update on it, let her know what happened. I got a feeling she might not fully understand what took place, so I'm gonna look into this for her and see what happens, and I'll get back to her. So yeah, the interview went very well. Super pumped. He's super excited. I just showed him exactly what I do, step by step, how much I pour into the training for their success. And yeah, I'm super excited about this. He's gonna probably come back next week, and we're gonna start working on that and start just showing him, we're mentoring him, coaching him, showing step by step everything I do to help build his business up, and that's what he's looking to do. So right now I got to get ready for this appointment for 1 o'clock. I've got everything as much as possible. I'm gonna just go through a few more things and get ready. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Just getting ready for this open house tomorrow. Man, we're getting so much activity on this house right here. It's priced on the little higher end, but we're definitely getting a lot of activity. And I just know, just a matter of just finding the right buyer. Getting a lot of buyers calling in, asking about it. We're working on their finances. Right now we have a buyer that's at $560. Seller wants $585,000 for her home. It's quite a bit over the highest home price in the area, probably about $40,000 more than the highest sales. I believe we're creating enough demand for it. We're going to get it sold. We're seeing a lot of exposure out there, a lot of activity from all the different various websites out there, so we're seeing it. It's just a matter of time. We're going to say this one's sold. So right now it's 12:31 Friday afternoon. I'm getting ready to leave the office to go to the Anaheim listing appointment. I've got all my paperwork ready to go. I've got a camera ready to go. I got everything. I got purchase contract. My client basically wants to meet with me. I've been following up with him for about a year, and now he just wants to sell his home fast. He may even just want a cash offer on that. So I even bought a purchase agreement here, just in case if I have to write up an offer. And that's what we do. If we can sell your home in one day, or while I'm there, if the price works out for him, that's what we're going to do. If not, we put on the market, we advertise it. Takes about 72 hours to get the home ready for the market, and then we start bombarding it out there in the market with all the different buyers. Start advertising it anywhere, everywhere. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, you name it, all the major websites out there. We start advertising it so the buyers out in the marketplace have a very clear, and we get a lot of buyers looking at it very fast. So that's where I'm going right now. I'm looking forward to it, and fill you in on the details once we get there. Okay. Right. So we'll get all the signs, especially those for sale open house signs, the red one. All right, bye. This is David. Yeah, you're calling on Ben-Hur? Yeah, the house is listed right now for $585. It's got a pool, air conditioning. Are you calling for yourself or for somebody else? All right. Are you renting right now, or do you own a house?
Excuse me?
Are you renting right now, or do you own a house?
I own a house.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so that house is a 3-bedroom, 2 baths. It has a swimming pool in the back. The air conditioning's newer. It was installed a few years ago. Inside of the house, it's 3 bedrooms. It's got a large enclosed patio in the rear of the home overlooking the pool area. And it's got granite in the kitchen. Right now we're asking $585. Have you seen the house on the inside?
No, not yet. But I'm just, saw the, the sign, and I'm looking in the area, so.
Yeah. You know what we also do? Did you have to sell your home to buy that one?
No, I don't want to do it.
Okay, you don't need to sell your home?
Nope.
Okay, so this would be like a second home for you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What were you going to do with your current one? Rent it?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Yeah, if you like, I could schedule a time where you could have a private showing on there. Would you like to see it today?
No, not today. I was just curious on the price. We'll call you back and let you know.
Okay, sounds good. But could be a potential seller lead in the area, right? And I gotta get that phone number. But I gotta get going right now. If not, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late on this appointment, so I have to boogie. So yeah, shoot. Got my own thing right here, and see Elder. All right. Yeah, that's one of those things. Picking up the phone, taking off an appointment all at the same time. But anyways, that was a potential buyer. And I'll be following up with that potential buyer later on today, and if not tomorrow. Offer him, priority access on some other properties that we're coming up with. These houses are not available yet on the market, and they could actually beat out buyers, the other buyers to these homes, and they don't have to wait until it hits the market. Like the buyer that called in yesterday, was wanting to get priority access, so we got him inside a house that's not even on the market. The house I'm going to right now, it's in Anaheim, 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and he does not want this thing to go on the market, so it's going to be an off-market listing. We may put a cash offer on it, or we just may advertise it not fully on the market, not in the MLS and stuff like that. So if you're thinking about, looking for a home where this house, you want to beat out other buyers to these listings and get a fantastic deal. I'm talking about saving, 5%. It's quite a bit of money. Adds up. You're going to have these bidding wars and stuff like that. You're not going to be overpaying for the home. So if you want something like that, just call me at the office. 562-252-7889. So I'm actually gonna get there just on time. I'm about 5 minutes away. It's gonna be 1 o'clock. It's 12:55, and I got another call coming in. So let's see who's calling me. Hello, this is David.
To accept the call, press 1. For more options, press star.
Hello, Delgado Realty. This is David. Well, that's our famous hang-up calls. We get a lot of those lately. I don't know why. Just people have all these automated dialing callers, and we get a lot of them. We get too many, so we're just a few minutes away. I'm going to be there just on time, and yep. So we're not far. Yeah. So far, what I'm seeing is an overcast day. Very overcast right now. We got an AM PM market, 7-Eleven store right across from each other. And I'm gonna just check out the neighborhood, see what the neighborhoods are looking like, the neighbors' houses, and just really get a feel of the activity of the home, like the surroundings. And I could pretty much tell, where to price this home at. You don't want to overprice them. Man, it's the worst thing to do. If you can negotiate very well, then it's always better to price it right and then negotiate the best possible price. That's what I love to do. I love to get thousands of dollars more. And you can only do that, though, if you're a good negotiator. I'm very good at that. So great at creating more demand. It's awesome. I love it. I love what I do. Yeah, so far, we're just trying to check out the neighborhood here and see what it all comprises of here. We've got a few apartments. Ooh, quite a few of them. Quite a few apartments right here. So, but got a church, some more apartments. So a whole block of apartments, but they're not close by. There's some more apartments on the left side. We're still about a mile away, so very familiar with this area. Been down here numerous times, and I could go into any market and figure this stuff out. You could put me in Texas and Canada, and it's the same thing. So you do the market study, and you do enough of these things, you can figure out what they are. Banks are pretty much doing the same thing too, right? They're financing home loans around the country, and they don't live in the backyard. So many times that the homeowner thinks that you need to have that local agent. Those are just really not a really good way of looking at it, because maybe they don't even have enough experience to determine the market value, right? I mean, if they sold 3, 4 houses, 5 houses a year, it may not just be enough, not enough practice. You don't want anyone practicing on your sale of your home, right? You want a professional, somebody that really understands market value, understands the industry, how to create more demand, how to negotiate more money. That takes years. Sometimes it's just never learned. I've coached and mentored a lot of people over the years, and some people can get it, and some people, it's very hard. It's not something that some people are just born with sometimes. So, matter of fact, a lot of times it's not something that you're born with. I believe you can learn it, but some people learn it very quickly, and I've been one of those fortunate people. I've learned this type of industry very quickly. Learned how to just work on work to get the most amount of money for our clients. At the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to. That means you need to know how to communicate and negotiate and read what's going on, so that way you can make the best possible decisions without compromising any valuations or anything like that. So I'm pulling up here. Right here at the corner, we got a corner house with 5, 6 cars, some older RVs that are just parked out there. Got a basketball court. For the most part, we're probably just in an average type area. Coming up on this lawn right over here, it's completely no grass whatsoever. It's all dead. To go. I'm gonna make a U-turn, and I'm gonna. All right, so yeah, I'm about to pull up here.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, Martin?
Dude, good, dude. How about you?
Good, good. Just walked out on an appointment right now.
Oh, okay. Phone call.
Did Stephanie talk to you about those tax returns?
Yeah, I called her. I spoke with her. So, she said she was okay with it, but she needed it 2017.
Did we get the 2017s?
I don't have it in my files. I reached out to Maserati and I asked them to send them to me.
Okay.
So, she said she was okay with it. That's all she needed.
All right.
So, that's about it.
All right, good. What do you got going on today? Yeah. It's going to cover next month's payment. So and then they're not going to have a payment for next month, so they're going to probably have their first mortgage payment. It's October,
November, so December 1st, huh?
December 1st, they'll have their first payment, yeah. So,
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. How that works.
yeah, there'll be a month and a half there with no payments, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, actually, next month, October and November.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They'll be happy about that. I just wanted to make sure that, somehow they'll be able to...
Right. All right.
Okay, well, sounds good.
Okay. Heading back to the office.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
So I just finished up with my listing appointment. Looks like we have to do a short sale. Value's not there. And that's where we negotiate with the bank on taking a settlement so they could sell the house. A lot of times it's because of financial reasons. So we're going to be working with them on that, doing the short sale. He wants me to send the paperwork to a coworker of his before we put it on the market, which is fine. He just wants a second opinion, somebody to review the paperwork for him, and I could appreciate that. Maybe he doesn't have somebody to do that for him, so that he can really trust. He knows somebody there that can do that for him. So right now, I'm going to prepare the paperwork. We just call it the listing agreement. We'll get the listing agreement, the short sale paperwork, and then get it over to him. And then after that, he's got to sign it. We get the home on the market. I've taken a photo of the house so we can do that, and then we get it to the multiple listing service. And banks want it done a certain way, so I've got a system where we can put on the market, get an offer for it, and then get an offer right over to the lender so we can start negotiating the short sale. We literally have to negotiate the short sale. They're just not given to you. So that's one thing right there that we're highly trained at. We're really good at getting these short sales done, getting them approved. The house needs quite a bit of work. The house probably had, $20,000 in upgrades. The backyard, inside painted, the AC doesn't work, air conditioning doesn't work, the heater doesn't work. You got all these things that just, needs work, and you can't price it at the market where you'd like to buy it at. So yeah, we're going to be working on that for him, and we're going to be able to do a really good job for him. We're going to stay in the home for a few more months. He wanted to be done like ASAP. There's just no equity for him to do it. So we talked about doing the short sale. He's 100% on board. As soon as we get back to the office, I'm going to get back to the office. I'm going to start working on that short sale paperwork, get it over to him, and we'll get the process going. Good. How did the showing go? Absolutely. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. You too. Bye. So I just called the buyer's agent that just showed the house right now. They just showed a house for us a few hours ago, and I was following up with them just to check on how it went out, you know, just to get some feedback. Wife loved the home, loved it. Husband, not so much. Couldn't picture himself living there. Was looking for something a little bit newer. But the house is, you know, it's a nice home. It's not new, but it's nice. And she says, yeah, they're just too far apart on deciding on something like that. So she says, probably not. Like, it's probably not going to happen. And whenever you have couples like that, you know, they have to come to an agreement where somebody has to compromise. And in this case, the wife is not going to win. So a lot of times, we just don't know. You know, we just got to call and find out what's going on. So I don't think it had to do anything with price. Matter of fact, I know it didn't have to do anything with price. It's just the buyers. Buyers aren't on the same page, and sometimes that happens. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos. For more videos like this, subscribe today.